Hello, kiddos! We're back in story time, and today we'll be reading The Jasmine Sneeze by Nathan Condon.
Ooh. Wow.
Harun is the happiest cat in the world. He lives in Damascus, the city of 1,000,001 cats. He spends most of his time sleeping on the marble floor next to the fountain in his favorite courtyard. Sometimes he stays up late for a karaoke party with the other cats in the moonlight. Everyone loves cats in this city, and people often stop to stroke Harun. With every dinner party in the neighborhood, he's always the first to get a treat. But life isn't easy. Oh no, there is one thing that ruins everything. Jasmine. Harun can't stand the sweet-scented flowers. Their pollen makes him sneeze so much that he can't sleep. Oh, man. Harun doesn't understand why people in Damascus love Jasmine so much. They treat it as a member of their own family. Do you smell how lovely the jasmine is this evening? Harun hears his neighbor say to his daughter. It must be celebrating your little sister's birth. But this sneezy scent is spoiling my lovely summer nights as I drifts all around. Harun thinks not for long. He comes up with a crafty plan to fix it.
Yep, that's cool.
Yep. Harun finds the old fish skeleton from his dinner a few nights ago and puts it in the closest jasmine tree pot. It smells so much better now. Then he goes to the next tree and carefully places chicken bones on its roots from his favorite butcher's bin. Lovely. Soon enough, he has decorated every tree in his tree with his big beloved stinky smells. Happy with his night's work, Harun settles down to sleep, certain that this time his nap will be free of the jasmine sneeze.
That's creative.
Yeah. Little does he know that he has caught the attention of the jasmine spirit. No one has ever seen the jasmine spirit, but they say she has lived in the jasmine trees of Damascus for thousands of years.
Oh, thousands of years.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And just when Harun closes his eyes to take his precious nap beside the fountain, something very strange happens. A stem of jasmine starts growing out of his nose. Huh? What is this? His very own jasmine tree. What a disaster! Harun starts sneezing and just can't stop. Oh no! The jasmine spirit has put a spell on Harun so that every time he starts to sleep, another jasmine stem grows out of his nose. Sleep is impossible with all this jasmine creeping from his nose, sending him into fits of sneezes. Oh no! Harun tries his hardest to pull the stems out, but that only makes the sneezes louder. He thinks that the flowers might hate cold water as much as he does, so he jumps into the water fountain, only to find that Jasmine loves water and grows even more. Harun hears giggling and realizes that it is the Jasmine spirit up to her tricks. But what can I do? Oh, geez.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yep. Yowling miserably, he runs back to the first tree, hoping that for once the jasmine spirit will let herself be seen. But he can't find her. He only finds the antique shop owner staring at the flowers by the front door. My jasmine smells terrible this morning, Harun hears her say. It must know that my mother is unwell and is dropping in sympathy. Haran searches every tree for the jasmine sparrow, but everywhere he looks, people seem worried about the jasmine's new smell. No one stops to stroke him, and even the butcher forgets to give him a treat. It wasn't like this when the jasmine smelled sweet and sneezy, Haran thinks, and in a flash he knows what to do.
A new idea.
Yep, hope it works. Hurrying back to every tree, Haran removes the stinky snacks he has left there. The work is hard under the hot Damascus sun. When he reaches the last tree, he's exhausted. He finds some shade under the jasmine branches and finally lays down his head to rest. Too tired to care about the stems growing out of his nose, before long he is fast asleep. The jasmine sparrow watches Haran while he sleeps and notices that many people smile when they see him. It seems that Haran is much loved in spite of his untidy ways. Since he has worked so hard to clean up his mess, she finally decides that he has learned his lesson and will never forget it.
Well, that's good that Hero does not need to smell it anymore.
Yeah. When Haran wakes up, he's surprised to see that jasmine stems are gone, and so are his sneezes. He's a good old stretch under the cool shade of the tree. It's not so bad sleeping beneath the jasmine, thinks Haran. Its leaves shade him from the sun, helping him to doze more deeply. And the smell isn't so irritating now that he used to it.
Wow, he's used to it now. That's good.
Yeah, perhaps he just needed to give it a chance.
Yep, you should give everything a chance.
Yep. The next day at nap time, Haran curls up in the shade of the tree once more. He closes his eyes to sleep. The jasmine scent covers him like a blanket and makes him feel at peace. For the first time, he realizes that he likes the jasmine smell. Maybe it means the jasmine sparrow is watching over Damascus. He thinks sleepily. Maybe.
Yeah.
Achoo!
Was it all a dream?
Maybe. Damascus, the city of jasmine.
Locals know Damascus in Syria, the oldest capital city in the world, as the city of jasmine. The sweet scented jasmine flowers are a much loved feature of the city's courtyard and ancient alleyways and give the city its distinct odor. Especially on cool summer nights, as part of their morning ritual, Damascenes will wake and collect fallen jasmine flowers and place the petals on their water fountain so the smell can be carried all over the house. Many people in Damascus like to believe that the jasmine tree reflects what is happening in their homes and lives, in good times and in bad, and they often associate blooming jasmine with stems with joy and celebration, and drooping jasmine stems as grief and loss. When a member of the family passes away, it is believed that the jasmine mourns the last loved one. My mother used to tell me about the grandmother's jasmine tree. She speaks of how a day before her grandmother passed away, the jasmine in her courtyard suddenly became harsh and wild, as though in warning that something sad was about to happen. When my mother's grandmother passed away, the jasmine died the day after. I always thought the old jasmine tale was inspire a wonderful children's book, and here it is. Natalie Cadron.
The end. Wow, the book was so nice.
Yeah.
Okay, kiddos, I hope you liked today's storytime book. I loved it so much. Unicrust, did you like it?
Yep, I loved it.
I loved it too, and I hope you did too, kiddos. And we'll see you on the next story time. Bye.
Bye.